exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New England Patriots Throwback Thursday franchise here on Madden 17. That's right, it's another Thursday edition. It is another episode in the saga of Carson Wentz. Yes, because if you guys have not forgotten or have not remembered, I said that the opposite way. If you guys have not remembered, we traded Tom Brady in the first offseason. He then subsequently retired the very next week when we traded him to the Eagles. We got back Carson Wentz. He is now our quarterback. We started the season 0-2, but are now on a 6-game win streak. Carson Wentz is starting to get into his rhythm here, and we are starting to be looking like a potential Super Bowl favorite. Now, obviously, last season in the playoffs, we got our cheeks clapped by Pittsburgh in the Divisional Round, so maybe that won't happen again. And we also got beat by Pittsburgh in a crazy overtime game in week number 1. So we don't have a very good track record against Pittsburgh in this series. Hopefully we don't come across them in this postseason. If we take a look at the roster, we have Wentz as the starting quarterback. He is an 80 overall. Derrick Henry, 81 overall. Davante Adams, 87. Beckham Jr., 97. Edelman, 88. Gronkowski's a 99. Our rookie tight end is an 80. He's super fast. Our offensive line looks pretty good. On defense, it's the same defense as always. Shazier, Kuechly, and Ninkovich. We got Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, Trey Flowers, and Vince Valentine. Malcolm Butler, Logan Ryan, and Darrelle Revis is down there as well. Devin McCourty, Justin Simmons, and Rashad Jones as the secondary. So, last episode was a big episode in terms of talking about future plans, in terms of contracts, and what to do with certain players. Now, at the end of last episode, I re-signed the 3 biggest pieces to the puzzle, which were Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, and Odell Beckham Jr. Now, if you guys remember from that episode, I also tried to bring back Rashad Jones and Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman said no. Shazier said no. They didn't like the salary or the duration. Well, they liked the duration. They just didn't like the salary. So there are so many players that we have to bring back on this team just to keep the team as good as it is now. So we are not going to have a lot of money in terms of free agency. As you can see already, we barely have enough cap room to sign anybody. We don't even have enough cap room to bring back Davante Adams. So, because if I do this, he's going to say, yeah, you don't have the salary cap room to make this offer. So, we do not have the salary cap to re-sign players, which is why I'm probably going to have to turn off the salary cap, because, actually, you know what? I mean, I want to keep these guys, but I want to also make it realistic. Actually, you know what? Screw realism. We're turning the salary cap off. Screw realism. I'm not going to go overboard. You guys have been around long enough where you know that I don't go overboard when the salary cap's off. But screw realism. We don't need realism. The salary, if you guys want realism, you guys can go find another channel. I mean, you come here for crazy scenarios and legend stuff and all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, I do play with salary cap on with the Cougars. I'm not going to change that. So, but this is a throwback series. This is just for fun. This isn't anything serious. So, screw the salary cap. We're going to do whatever we want. This is my channel. We do what we want here. So, we're going to go offer Davante Adams maybe 32.5. Would probably be a good offer for him. 32.5, see if he accepts that. Yes, okay, so Davante Adams is coming back. La'el Collins is now up for a contract, and I also want to try and bring him back, but I'll offer him a 3-year deal, and we'll go for maybe a little bit of a $14 million offer. Is that good? That offer is just poor. Okay, so he did not like that offer one bit. We will try and bring back David Andrews because he's going to be a crucial piece to the puzzle. So 15.1, he's happy to come back. Dion Lewis, I might try and trade. I'm going to hold off on Dion Lewis. James White, I'd like to bring back, but I might try and trade Dion Lewis because I'm not sold on him just yet, especially now that we have Derrick Henry. That offer is just poor as well. I guess he didn't like that. Okay, so that's everybody we can offer right now. We've got to finish this season by simulating the game against the Jets. I decided not to play this game. It doesn't really matter. We don't need to play this game. The only reason we would play it is because the Jets have their old uniforms back in the game. So let's see what happens here. We won against the Jets, but we do have an injury. We have a big injury. Who is it? It is Trey Flowers, right? It's Trey Flowers because I think Hightower and Cyrus Jones were already hurt. Cyrus Jones, obviously, because he's on IR. But I think Hightower was already hurt, and now Trey Flowers is injured for about a month. That is not good. We've lost some pretty crucial pieces to that defense throughout these past couple of weeks. Our defense is struggling. In terms of scouting players, there's not really a whole lot that we need to scout because this series isn't really about the draft classes. It's about the players in the league already. So I'd like to get as many players that are already in the league than draft. I mean, we did draft some crazy tight end who's super fast, but that was the only draft pick we had last year. Let's talk about contracts with these guys that we can offer again. So first off, I want to talk to Julian Edelman. So he liked the bonus and the duration, just not the salary. So we'll bump up the salary to $7 million. I'll even give him a little bit of extra signing bonus as well. And we'll throw a 4-year deal at him, see what he says about that. That's a good offer we got. Glad he got the deal done. All right, perfect. Ryan Shazier didn't like the salary either, so we'll bump it up a little bit. We'll also bump this up to about $41 million. How's he like that? I enjoy playing. I think we're going to test for agency. All right, we will franchise tag Ryan Shazier at the end of the season because I really want to keep Ryan Shazier around. So we'll offer James White a 4-year deal. He wanted that originally, but I bumped it down to a 3. He said that was poor, so screw you, Ryan James White. And then that's a good offer. Glad to get the deal done. All right, perfect. We're already not interested in Rashad Jones, so we'll franchise tag Ryan Shazier. We will negotiate with Lyle Collins. I thought I did that already. I guess I didn't. I don't know. Let's see if we can bump his contract up a little bit and see what he says about that. 21.5. He's glad he got the deal done. Perfect. Dion, I will draw the offer from Dion because we're probably going to trade him. Garoppolo is going to cost a lot. So I'm wondering, do we trade Jimmy in the offseason? Because he's probably going to have a little bit of value. I'm curious. I don't know. We'll keep those guys around for a little bit, see what happens. We got to simulate this game against the Dolphins and see what can happen here. Hopefully we continue our winning ways. I mean, we do have some pretty crucial injuries on that defense, which may hurt us. And it does. We do lose to the Dolphins, and we have another injury. Who's injured now? It is Ryan Shazier. So he says he doesn't want to play for us and then goes out against the Dolphins and breaks his ribs. So that's what you get, Shazier. Karma comes back to bite you, doesn't it? We'll continue scouting, even though I'm probably not going to draft anybody unless there's a crazy player in like the 3rd or 4th round or something. But it doesn't seem like. Actually, this guy looks pretty good. This free safety, he's a late 1st rounder. Maybe we go for him. I don't know. There's some decent corners, and we do need corner. But I'm looking to trade for a corner. That's why. So we will simulate this game against. Oh, this is Thanksgiving. You know what? We'll jump into the game on Thanksgiving. We'll jump in and we'll get some gameplay out of this game again on Thanksgiving. We're 7-3. Dolphins move into 6-4. They move into 2nd place. We need to keep this win streak up. Well, we need to keep this winning ways up because if we don't, the Dolphins could very easily come back and take the lead. So I'll see you guys in the game on Thanksgiving against the Jaguars. It's Turkey Day. Hopefully we can get a W.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Patriots. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to play the moments on Thanksgiving against Jacksonville. This is back when Jacksonville was actually a good team. And there he is, Carson Wentz wearing the right number, Derrick Henry wearing the right number. I changed all that at the end of last episode. You guys saw that. But Derrick Henry's got some speed, and he's got some space down the middle of the field. Marvin Lewis liking that one. Let's see what Carson Wentz has got in terms of an arm. We didn't really get a whole lot of look at him in the last episode because of the situation. I mean, we got destroyed by the Steelers in that overtime game. Their defense was just so crazy. We couldn't really do much. They were blitzing us like crazy. They were putting so much pressure on us. My offensive line really did not step up in that game. So maybe this one we can actually keep the Jaguars at bay. There's Derrick Henry, another big-time run. Telvin Smith brings me down. I want to test out these hands on this rookie tight end. He's not out there on this play, but I really want to test these hands and see how good he actually is. See if he's worth keeping around. We're going to audible Devontae Adams. Quick throw to Odell Beckham Jr. They didn't see that coming. And we'll go with a little bit of hurry up, no huddle. Gronkowski should be open. Although I'm going to have to step up here. I'm going to take off and run. Carson Wentz taking off, diving down, and getting some yards. The athletic young man out of North Dakota State. Getting some good running room. Let's run right behind James Devlin here. There it is. Oh, Devlin, you got to hold that block. But Derrick Henry's such a beast. He's going to break through. Derrick Henry. I remembered this time to actually press circle or press a button to fight against the tackle. Derrick Henry, 604 rushing yards this season. That's pretty good. We're going to send Edelman on an in route. Edelman is my first read. Gronkowski second. Edelman, touchdown. Oh, he dropped it. Jules, you can't drop those. I put that in the bucket. You need to bring it in. That's upsetting. That is upsetting. All right, we've got the rookie out there. I'm going to send him in the middle, just like Edelman. I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to wait for it, and that's 100% on me. That's not Carson Wentz's fault. That's 100% on me. I should never have thrown that. I should have thrown to the rookie. Should have definitely thrown to the rookie there. All right, we will go with fast speed just to get through this. They score 7-0 because I'm an idiot. And they're probably going to score again. Yes, they do. We're down 14-0 in the second quarter, late second quarter. All right. We can move the ball down the field on these boys. It's just a matter of putting it in the end zone, which I didn't do. Is he going to trail with Odell? I'm going to send it. Odell Beckham Jr. What's the flag on the play? Is it late hit on Carson? I don't think so. Face mask? Okay, I'll take the extra yardage. Keyshawn Pope. A rookie. I don't know where he's from. But they got a face. I don't know who did he face mask? I didn't really even see what happened. I just got a big hit. We'll drop this to Gronkowski. He'll get a big time first down there. 4 of 11, 39 yards, and an interception for Carson. Not the best game he's ever had in his career, but if we can turn it around here and score before half. That's not good. Throw that away. I threw it away. They brought so much pressure on that one. That was crazy. Yannick Ngakoue got me. 7 sacks on the year. That's crazy. But they brought so much pressure. That was like a 0 blitz almost. I had nothing. Gronkowski's open, but Carson Wentz with the inaccuracy on the run. Carson, you can't be doing that. I need you to be a lot better if you're going to be our quarterback. You've certainly got to be better. Let's go with this. I'll fire it. Get to Edelman, and that's going to be picked off. Jalen Ramsey, man. The guy that I wanted to trade for, but he was a little too hard to get. And it looks like we're going to lose on Thanksgiving to the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's 24-0, and I can't move the ball down the field because I keep throwing interceptions. I don't remember it being that hard to throw the ball back in this game. Maybe I'm just making the wrong decisions. I don't know. Derrick Henry will get the first down? Okay. I was going to say, the way they made that look, it didn't seem like he got it. But he did. He gets the first down. We need to at least get some points on the board. I mean, come on. We can't be shut out by the Jags. I'm going to sit in the pocket. I'm going to find Edelman. He actually catches that one. He probably, arguably, shouldn't have caught it. I mean, that was pretty crazy. And we'll go with this one. I'm going to read for Gronkowski. It might be here. It might not be here. I got to throw it. I got to throw it. Gronkowski drops it. Come on. What are these animations, man? I don't remember these animations being so finicky. Like, you have to have time before you get hit to be able to hold on to the football. Like, Edelman and Gronkowski both have now dropped passes like that. And Derrick Henry's going nowhere on that one. And it looks like we are going to be shut out here at home against the Jaguars. I don't want to be shut out at home against the Jaguars. But look at that pressure. What do you want me to do with that? He came in unblocked. Myles Jack had nobody blocking him. And they sacked me. I don't know what you expect me to do on that. I don't know what you want me to do. I had no time. Carson Wentz not the fastest guy in the world, so there's not like I could have eluded it or anything. So we do get 3 points, so we don't get shut out. I probably should go on defense here a little bit just to try and stop them. I don't even know what to do. I mean, we're getting just owned in every game I jump into. Maybe it's because I'm not very good. Come on! Ah! There's nobody open. The Jaguars defense, I mean, is good, but it's not that good. I'll jump in on the 4th down. I mean, what does it matter? If we kick a field goal, it doesn't matter. Like, field goals don't win us games. Of course, the ball led him closer to the offensive line than it did the first down marker. That makes total sense. 24-3. We're going to lose this game. And that's not really what we want because we're trying to make a playoff run. Man, nobody's open. Literally nothing. I mean, Odell was locked up, double-teamed. I rolled to the other side, so I basically cut off the entire left side of the field, and nobody was open anyway, so it doesn't really matter who was what way I cut. Send that to... My God. Why is it so easy for them to pick me off? This is a little excessive with the interceptions and stuff. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. We got obliterated in this game. Unbelievable. All right, so we got to try and pick up some crucial wins here at the end of the season. Last 4 games of the year, we've got to try and pick up some wins because I think now the Dolphins have passed us. No, they haven't. They lost 2, so they're 6-5. We're 7-4. We need to win. I don't know if that was because I'm just really bad at this game or if it was because Carson Wentz just hasn't developed properly yet. He just doesn't have the stats. Because I don't remember it being that difficult to throw the ball against these defenses with Tom Brady. And now maybe that's just because it was Tom Brady we were using, and now having Carson Wentz is a lot different. I don't know what it is, but we need to figure something out because that's not going to work in the playoffs if I'm throwing 3-4 interceptions a game. We need to get this W against the Raiders. They're one of the best teams in the AFC. We did beat them. 8-4 now on the year. Carson Wentz is simulating pretty well, which is good. That's good to see that he's simulating well. I don't know what happens when we get into the games, but that was a big win. Now we're going to get the Panthers, who are also pretty good, 8-3-1. And now who's hurt now? Complete ACL tear for James White, 45 weeks. Wow. 45 weeks. That is just unnecessary. I mean, are you serious? 45 weeks for a complete ACL tear? Come on, man. We are getting hit with the big injuries, and I'm not here for it. James White down for the count. Now we only have Derrick Henry and Dion Lewis. I got to sign a free agent. It's a good thing I turned off salary cap so I could sign a possible free agent. Who's here? I just need somebody. Give me Denard Robinson. I mean, I just need somebody to be on the team. We are getting smacked with injuries. And long ones, too. James White's going to miss this season and probably all of next season as well. And we just gave him a big contract. Not a big contract, but we just gave him a huge contract. Let's see if we can beat the Panthers. This is a big-time game here. Big-time game. Let's see what happens. Going up against one of the better teams in the NFC. A possible Super Bowl matchup if we were to get there. And we beat them. But another new injury. Who's injured now? Darrelle Revis pulled his groin and he's out for 4 weeks. Come on, guys. What is the trainer doing? Are we not, like, stretching? What's going on here? You guys gotta be more healthy. Be careful. We're going into a playoff run that Darrelle Revis isn't going to be a part of, at least for the wild card game. If we're in the wild card, we might even win the conference. I don't know what we're going to do. But it doesn't matter if we can't have anybody playing. We're not going to have anybody that's live or that's ready to go. The left outside linebackers are garbage. Are you serious? The number one left outside linebacker is undrafted talent. Are you serious? Like, what? What kind of draft class is this? What kind of draft class has a left outside linebacker, the number one left outside linebacker in the class, being undrafted talent? That doesn't make much sense. It feels like every single week we've got a new injury to deal with. But we've got the Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have Patrick Mahomes yet, I don't think. Unless he's a rookie. Is he a rookie? I don't think he's in this class. Let me check. Kansas City Chiefs. He's definitely not the starter. I know that. Still Alex Smith. Is he on the team? Mahomes is not on the team. Okay, I didn't think so. He might be in this next, or he might be in the 2017 draft, because this is 2016 rosters, 2017 game. So he might be in the 2017 draft class, if I'm remembering correctly. But we'll simulate this game against the Chiefs. We need a big win here. Get our 10th win of the season. Maybe even clinch a playoff spot if we do win. Big time plays here from Carson Wentz. And it's a W, but another injury. You've got to be kidding me. You've just got to be joking. That's 10-4. We are up on the Dolphins. I think that's the division. Yes, it is. Well, it's not the division, but it's a playoff spot at least. So if we go... Yeah, they still have a chance to win. They're not out of it yet. If we go 10-6 and they go 10-6, I think they could still possibly jump us. I don't know, but what's this other injury? I mean, it's every week. Who's injured now? Odell Beckham Jr. done for the playoffs. You've got to be kidding me, man. What are these injuries? Why is the injuries so crazy this season? We didn't have this many injuries last season. What is going on? We lose Odell Beckham Jr., Darrelle Revis for a little bit of the postseason. Cyrus Jones is done for the postseason. James White's done for the postseason. I mean, Dante Hightower will be back. Oh, my God. Odell Beckham Jr., foot fracture, done for the postseason. I mean, the injuries are just out of control. This is going crazy right now. I mean, like, what are we talking about here? These injuries are unbelievable. I simulate, it's like serious injuries too. It's not like, oh, he strained his shoulder, he's out for a week. No, it's he broke his foot. He fractured his foot, he's out for 2 months. or he tore his ACL. He's out for 62 million years. Like, it just doesn't stop. It's just these massive injuries. I can't even compete with this stuff. Like, I don't know what's going on. Now we got to go sign a wide receiver because we have 3 with Chris Hogan. I can't keep up. This is crazy right now. No, I don't want practice squad guys. I want actual play. Oh my God, I'd rather have a practice squad guy. The wide receiver free agent class is god awful. Who's on a practice squad that's better than these guys? Assad Lewis is better than everybody here. Can I sign him? He's a 71 overall. He's much better than anyone in free agency right now. Can I sign Jalen Marshall too? I might as well. All right, we signed 2 wide receivers to the roster. They're not good, but their bodies, they'll be able to do something. Is this guy got quick development? He only has normal development. Of course he does. Of course he does. All right, we signed these guys to the practice or to the roster. Are we going to beat the Dolphins? This is for the division, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the division. If we beat the Dolphins here, we win the division because then it's mathematically impossible for them to come back. So this is a massive game. And we won. But there's another injury. What do you know? Another person's injured. It is Rob Gronkowski with a torn rotator cuff. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God. What are we doing out there? Are we just playing like, are we playing, what's the NFL, or what's the football game called? It's, oh, Blitz. Are we just playing Blitz? Like, what's going on here? Are we just like, are we hitting people with no pads? Why is everybody getting hurt? And for such long periods of time. 17 weeks for a torn rotator cuff? My best player? You gotta be joking. You just gotta be kidding. Everybody's getting injured. Everybody. And now we have McKenzie and Darren Waller. I gotta go sign a tight end now to be the 3rd string tight end. My God, this is out of hand. I don't remember the injuries being this crazy and this frequent. I mean, it's literally every single week there's a new injury, and it's a crazy long one. This is out of control. And it's unnecessary. Like, this should not happen. There should not be injuries like this every single week that are so devastating to the team. There's no way we're going to win a Super Bowl with no Odell Beckham Jr., no Rob Gronkowski, and no James White. There's just no way we're going to do it. So this season's effectively over. Before it even started, really. It's out of control. I don't even know how to stop it. I mean, I could obviously turn injuries off, but maybe I'll do that for next season because these injuries are out of control. I mean, I already turned off the salary cap, so what does it matter? Oh my God, this is out of control. I mean, I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, our team is just in shambles now because we have nothing. The injuries, man, unbelievable. We're in the playoffs. We've clinched the division. We have the best record in the AFC. If we beat the Saints, we will finish with the #1 seed, which is why I kind of want to simulate because I don't want to jump in this game, lose it, and then the Raiders win and we don't get the #1 seed and we have to play in the wild card. We certainly can't afford to play the wild card game, especially the way that our team is looking. I mean, look at this injury report. You guys have got to agree that this is a little excessive. We'll get Hightower back for the postseason. Darrelle Revis will come back for the postseason. He'll be back for the divisional round. But we don't have Odell Beckham Jr. for the rest of the postseason. Cyrus Jones is done. Gronkowski's done. And James White's done. I mean, unbelievable. I got to check. Hold on. I got to check. Are other teams suffering like I am, or is it just me? Is it just me that's getting these injuries? Latavius Murray had an Achilles tear. He's out for 43 weeks. Dislocated hip. Some decent injuries there. Kobe Fleener's injured. A complete ACL tear for Glowinski. Partial PCL tear for Arthur Motes. Broken ankle for Will Fuller. Okay, so at least it's not me. At least it's not just me that's getting these crazy injuries. It's the whole league it's happening to. Greg Hardy's injured for a couple weeks or for a week. Mike Evans dislocated his hip. Melvin Gordon. It doesn't look like anybody's got crazy. I mean, torn pectoral, 2 torn pectorals. Nobody really, I mean, we've gotten hit so hard with injuries. These guys have 2. Achilles tear for Sheldon Richardson. That one sucks. Matt Stafford, I saw. Ruptured disc. He's done. I don't even know if the Lions are in the playoffs. Eddie Lacy tore his pectoral. Fractured kneecap for David Bakhtiari. Oh, the Packers got hit hard too. So it's us and the Packers basically with the most significant injuries. I got to check and see, are the Lions in the playoffs? Because Matt Stafford is done. He might be back for a Super Bowl if they're in the Super Bowl. I don't think they will be. And the Lions are 7-8. They're not making the playoffs. So that sucks. I don't know when he went down, but they are not making the playoffs. That is for sure. You know what? I'm so angry with these injuries that I'm not even simulating, or I'm not even jumping in. I'm simulating this game. Whatever happens, happens. I'm so mad at these injuries, man. It's crazy. Dante Hightower comes back, though, so that's good. And then Darrelle Revis is back, too. And it looks like we won because we're not playing a wild card game, so that's good. One player has regressed. Who's regressed? Oh, Steven Gostkowski. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We get Dante Hightower back, which is awesome. He can come back and be our backup middle linebacker behind Luke Kuechly. We've got to answer some media questions. What are the media going to do? Come into the playoffs with the best record. You do have a quarterback that lacks playoff experience. He's played well. There's no reason to think that he's not going to play well. Let's simulate to the divisional round. We come into the playoffs on a 5-game win streak. So in this season, we had a 6-game win streak and a 5-game win streak. That's crazy. And we get Darrelle Revis back for this game against the Dolphins. We're playing the Dolphins in the divisional round. We will check stats in this episode. Don't worry. I'll look at that. But we've got the playoffs in the next episode. And I'm scared because we have not particularly played well when we jumped in. Carson Wentz is up to an 84. I hope Derrick Henry starts growing. We need that to happen. But if we take a look at the postseason, the AFC is us, the Steelers, great. The Raiders, Jags, Dolphins, and Texans. So I'm guessing the Dolphins and Texans played in the wild card and beat them because this is back before they had 7 teams. So 2 teams get the bye, and it was us and the Steelers. We're playing the Dolphins, so the Raiders and Jags are probably playing. No, that doesn't make any sense. We're playing the Dolphins because they're the last seed. So the Steelers are playing the Jags, and the Raiders are playing the Texans. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know what's going on here. All I know is my team is in, and we're playing the Dolphins. Giants won the division at 14-1. Holy crap, they won the conference. Vikings, Seahawks, Falcons, Panthers, and football team are the teams in the postseason for the NFC. Let's take a look at the stats around our team. See how Carson Wentz did. 4,400 yards, 41 touchdowns, 10 picks. Now, a lot of those picks are from me in that game against the Jags, so it is what it is about that. But 4,400 yards, that was 3rd in the NFL, in the entire NFL. 41 touchdowns, that's pretty good from Carson. Derrick Henry did get over 1,000 yards, 257 carries, 6 touchdowns. I need him to start developing. Edelman got 920 yards. Gronkowski 881 before he got injured. Devontae Adams had 910, so he was only 10 yards away from Julian Edelman. Gronkowski led in touchdowns, then Odell. Carson Wentz was spreading the love, that's for sure. Kuechly had 106 tackles. We had 11.5 sacks from Khalil Mack, 11 from Trey Flowers, 8 from Ninkovich. That's pretty good. Aaron Donald had 8. Shazier at 6.5. Kuechly 4.5. James Laurinaitis had 1. Interception leader, Malcolm Butler with 4. Rashad Jones with 3. Kuechly had 2. Kuechly just doing everything. Logan Ryan had 2. Ninkovich had 1. McCourty had 1. Revis had 1. Ebner had 1. Okay, I'll take it. Good job, Nate. Any pick sixes or anything? Nothing from there. No safeties. No block kicks. Oh, we do have block kicks. We have 2 block kicks. James Michael Johnson and Trey Flowers both blocked a kick. We have some fumble recoveries. A lot of fumble recoveries. Or forced fumbles, and some fumble recoveries are... Okay, not as many recoveries, but we did force a lot of fumbles. Kicking. How did Steven Gostkowski do? He missed a lot of field goals. 6 of 15. 51 was his longest. He only missed 1 extra point. Interesting. How did we do... Kick return wise, nothing crazy. Odell had 2 punt return touchdowns, though. That's awesome. But Carson Wentz, man, Carson Wentz looked really good this year. And I'm excited to see if he won an award. I don't think he did. Aaron Rodgers takes home MVP just behind, or just in front of Carson Wentz. So we almost won MVP. Ben McAdoo, that's a name I forgot about. He wins the Coach of the Year. Carson Wentz does win Offensive Player of the Year because Aaron Rodgers is in the NFC. J.J. Watt takes home Defensive Player of the Year. Leonard Underwood is Rookie of the Year. Sean Duff also Rookie of the Year. Carson Wentz is the best quarterback. Le'Veon Bell running back. Tajay Sharp is best wide receiver. Okay, whatever. Joe Thomas offensive line. J.J. Watt defensive line. Justin Houston, Joe Hayden, and Nick Folk. So we take home some awards. Good job for Carson Wentz. I'm proud of him. It looks like our future is bright here in New England with Carson Wentz at quarterback. But in the next episode, we've got playoff action, and we've got injuries. We've got crazy injury on top of crazy injury. We'll get, let's see. So the divisional round is 5. Then that would go to, he'd have missed 4 weeks in the conference championship. He'd missed 3 weeks in the Pro Bowl, so he wouldn't be back. Odell's out for the rest of the season. Odell is done for the rest of the year. I might as well put him on IR since he's done for the rest of the year. So everybody on the injury list is done for the rest of the year. We'll get Cyrus Jones and Odell back in the offseason. But these guys, Gronkowski might make it back for the start of next season. Possibly. He might miss maybe a month or so of the next season. James White probably missing all of next year, which just sucks. Absolutely sucks. I cannot believe we got hit with so many injuries at the end of the season. I could not even begin to comprehend the injuries we were going to be facing. But if you guys do forget, I will show you once again the assets that we have. The assets that we have to trade. We have 3 first-round picks, which currently sit at 2, 8, and our pick, which is 31. Then we have 3 seconds. We have 2 thirds, we have 3 fourths, and then 2 sevens in all of our picks next season as well. So we might be able to package some of these picks for some pretty decent players in the offseason. We'll have to wait and see. But we have 45 of 53 players on the roster. I need to sign some players really quickly before we jump into, or before we do a playoff game, because we don't have any depth. We have nobody on this team. Hunter Fry, our rookie, is the best rookie in free agency, I guess. We already signed a tight end. We don't need offensive linemen. We're good there, I think. I mean, we can always sign somebody if we do end up needing them. D-tackle, Carl Davis. Oh, all these guys just suck. They just suck so much. This guy, they're all bad. All you guys are just horrible. Who do I want on the team? I don't even know. Shalik Calhoun, sure. That's 46 players. PJ Williams, that's 47 players. Who else is here? Shamarko Thomas, that's 48 players. Anybody else want to get signed by the Patriots and get a Super Bowl ring? There's a good possibility you could get a Super Bowl ring if we sign you. Jason Nemeth, Jordan Trapp. Let's just sign Tony Gerard Eddy. That's 49, right? Is that 49 or is that 50? Let's sign Carl Davis to the squad. That's either 50 or 51. I don't know. Bjorn Werner, you're coming to the team. You're a Patriot now. I bet you didn't think that was going to happen. Marshall Newhouse. No, we don't need a right tackle. I think we need guards more than anything. Vladimir Ducasse, you're coming to the team. Good job. Congratulations. You exist, so you get a contract. I thought that was Richard Seymour for a second. I was like, what's he doing here? Caleb Johnson, yay, you're on the team now. How many players is that? I don't know, but we signed a lot of guys, a lot of scrubs for some depth. So let's check. That is 53 of 53. All right, so we filled our roster with a bunch of players that we are not bringing back next season. But that's okay. At least we have depth now at the positions. So if we do suffer any more injuries, I mean, we can at least handle it. But in the next episode, we will play the Miami Dolphins we'll play the Moments, but we'll play the Dolphins in the first game of the playoffs, the divisional round. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys didn't mind me just completely raging when we kept getting injuries. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. The Texans making a move as they acquired Tony Romo today from the Cowboys. Tony Romo just got traded from Dallas to Houston. Unbelievable scenes at the end of the video. I can't believe it. That's crazy. I didn't expect that to happen, but Tony Romo is on the Houston Texans now. I would assume both teams aren't in the playoffs. I don't think they are. The Texans did make it. So I don't know if they won their game against the Raiders. It looks like they were in the wild card playoffs. So that's crazy. Oh, man. What a wild scene. But that's going to do it. I got distracted, but that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Next Thursday will be the playoffs. I hope you guys are excited. Smash that like button if you are. Hit that notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.